Chicago, we got the one and only JC.
How are you, family? Good to see you.
My Puerto Rican brother is here, man, and I thank you for taking time, man. And also, do we have here?
I am Stephen Smith.
Stephen Smith, I appreciate both of you guys because Team Penny is here, man. We're walking around, asking people's opinion about the Team Penny campaign, and we're actually asking Nike to retro this sneaker here that we have. So Orlando Penny 2, what do you think? And this is the last time we actually saw this retro, 2008. Do you think this should come back for the 30th anniversary?
I think the answer is yes. I just hope that you stay somewhat close to the original materials so it doesn't look like a watered down version, right? Like, don't go cheap.
Yeah,
You're
don't
not
cheap it out.
You're not going to make a lot of pairs. So if I'm lucky, I see maybe 10,000 pairs of these made. Keep them as true as you can. Get Penny involved in the campaign. Make some impactful moments that create, the memories that are needed to preserve something like this. I always wanted these as a kid. I couldn't afford these as a kid. It's still a shoe that I look at with a lot of fond memories, and he was one of my favorite players growing up.
Mine too, yes.
Thank you for making me feel as old as I do right now as I hold the shoe.
we
telling me this is 30
We
years
go
old.
from that cloth,
Being in the business, designing from one of the competitors' side of things, this was a great shoe. It's a great player.
Definitely, we can get your opinion as well, if you don't mind.
I always liked it. I always liked it. I always liked little Penny the doll. It was great.
Yeah.
Being on the other side, working on pumps and stuff at Reebok, this was a pretty pivotal model.
Yes,
I'd love to see it come back.
How do you feel about the 90s retros are all coming back, especially rather if it's a collab or its finest material that Adidas, Reebok, they're all bringing it back, the Reebok pumps, AIs and stuff like that. So what are your opinions on today's retro?
I think as long as they stay true to the materials or even upgrade them, it makes them that much better than what they were in period. So I'd love to see all that stuff because it was the glory days. People forget that it was an all-out street fight between the brands for supremacy in the market.
Yes, sir. I appreciate your time, man. Thank you, Mr. JC and Mr. Smith. We are back in Chicago for SneakerCon. Thank you again, man. Appreciate it. All right.
That's great. That's great.
As we get today, we got SneakerCon Chicago. What are your thoughts on today's culture, as far as like coming out the hype era into a lot of retros and a lot of collabs? What are your thoughts on today's sneaker culture?
If we're checking the temperature as far as the sneaker culture, I think, if you ask me, the culture has evolved from, it's like hype beast 2.0. If you look at it, the market is really controlled by y'all's favorite green app, and I feel like sneakerheads or hype beasts have shifted towards that. So that really is controlling what people are going for or what they want to rock. Also, we see a lot of opportunity for other brands. Before it was, we saw Jordan brand dominate the game, Jordan and Nike dominating the game, but we see other brands like New Balance, Asics. It's really getting comfy. I think we're in the comfort season of the sneakerhead. So comfort is really calling the shots right now for the sneaker game.
All right. As a reseller, what is the game has been involved into as of today?
As a reseller, the game is really online, man. Technology is king right now. You can't beat it. AI is everywhere. So, you as a reseller now, you got to be able to dip and dive in the technology. So we got different apps coming into the game. We had the green app, Go, Flight Club is the OG. We just seen other ones come about with consignment as far as like stadium goods. And then we got people coming up like Whatnot coming about the blue, and we got TikTok Shop. So, online is where it's at.
Okay, man. Thank you. I really appreciate you, man. Your opinions on your honest opinions on what today's sneaker culture is. But we also dabbling into the retro era where a lot of our favorites as a kid, some we never had, some we had, and just want to see another retro. And so Team Penny has came together, and we've been doing the interviews and seeing like, who y'all want another sneaker for us like the Penny 2 Orlando that we haven't seen since 2008. So give us your honest opinion on this sneaker that we haven't seen since 2008.
We need to see more sneakers like the Penny. You know, it's one of the building blocks. Those 90s shoes is really what helped form the culture or whatever. Along with the mics, we got pennies and different things like that. We seen they starting to bring the Dion's back.
Yep.
So it's about time for Penny to go make his return.
Oh yeah. Do you think we should bring back the little Penny doll?
Yeah, we need all that. We need all that.
The
That's part
rollout,
of the culture.
whole rollout.
Yeah,
huh?
we need the whole rollout. We can't shortchange it. We need everything that made it great. So, yeah, bring the dolls back.
That's what. In your opinion, what sneaker that you would love to see back on the shelves, rather than OG or something you haven't seen in a while?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
On the spot, but still, hey.
That's a tough one. A sneaker I want to see return. I want to see Red Italian 21 come back.
Woo.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, they don't like to dibble and dabble too high them numbers after 14,
Right.
but the streets been talking. They want to see some 18s, they want to see some 21s. They've been bringing around the 17s, and they've been hitting some. Yeah. Red Italian 21.
21s, yo, I'm a fan of the 23, but the 21s definitely, and those spark the nostalgic feeling of a performance sneaker from Jordan Brand as well. So definitely, I definitely agree. I appreciate you, Twin, man. Yo, give us y'all outlets or whatnot, your social medias or whatnot.
For sure, you can find me on all social sites. It's going to be twin_souls, TWIN_SOLES, and you can also hit the website, twin-souls.com.
All right, this is DJ signing out, man. Team Penny, peace. We're out.
For sure.
All right, Team Penny, we are back. Chicago, SneakerCon 2025. I am here with my main man.
Me and my kicks, man. It's your favorite shoe tuber. Me and my kicks. Follow me on all forms of social media at MENMYCIKKZ.
Yes, sir. We are here. This is amazing because we are in your hometown.
Yes.
And again, this is about, I think, like the 4th or 5th SneakerCon in Chicago.
Yep.
Yo, and every time, man, it's been a banger. But today is kind of slow due to the fact that I think the dynamics of the sneaker culture has changed. You know what I'm saying? We're coming fresh out the hype era. You know what I'm saying? So it's more performance now.
Yeah.
It's more collabs.
Yep.
Oh, it's like nothing but collabs. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
As we've seen the Complex Con, the whole top 10 was collabs. You know what I'm saying? So
you're right.
Let's just start off that one. What do you think about your top 10?
Top 10 this year. Well, you know, I don't really follow hype like that, but you definitely got to put the bricks in there. They definitely top 5.
Yeah, definitely.
I rock with the obviously undefeated. Forrest got to put that in there.
Definitely.
One shoe that I rock with that people might not have high on their list was it was a Kobe that came out. I want to either the Girl Dads was this year or last year. If it's not in there, I got
Girl Dad. I think it was the bottom of last year.
Okay, all right.
You want to say your November, December?
Got you. The Indiana Fever version of the 5s. Yeah, that was a pretty good one. That was a pretty good one. That was a nice one.
That was fire.
And then a big sleeper one was those Dion Turfs, the cream with the baby blue in there.
Must be the money.
It must be the money. Yeah, people, they sit in the stores right now, but that was a great colorway, man.
That's another sneaker that's for a great reach back. If you haven't got that, because probably probably later on to the holidays, those probably hit the outlets.
Oh,
Never know.
for sure.
Yeah.
I got mine on. I got my pair on sale, but
Yeah, that's
it's
what's
crazy.
up.
And then also just another sleeper was the Fire Red 5s.
Oh, the Fire Red 5.
Like
you
I
couldn't
love
go wrong with
it.
an
Yeah, you
OG.
can't go- yeah.
I didn't know. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't put an OG in there. You know,
Yeah.
it could have been the 5s. It could have been the 4s.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but I think it was just, you know, just oversaturated with collabs. You know,
Facts,
that's just
yeah.
me personally. But salute to everyone, and of course Nigel for the #1 sneaker of the year. But let's get into some retros. As of right now, we're kind of dipping into the year of the retros. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Of course, we got the Diamond Turks came back. More phone posits has reemerged. You
Yep,
know what I'm
yep,
saying? Also the trainers. You know,
Oh,
all
yeah,
the trainers.
yeah.
Yo, so like we're getting back to the performance side of the 90s. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like the flights and all the big man sneakers. We're
100%,
coming
yep,
back.
yep.
So we're doing a campaign for the 30th anniversary of the Penny to Orlando. Hopefully Nike can present this back on the shelves because we haven't seen this since 2008.
Yeah, yeah.
So what are your opinions for a sneaker that hasn't been seen since 2008?
I see. I'm about to say this colorway. They got to retro it because people like him. He's been pushing for it. But I would say I'm not gonna hurt your feelings. But
No,
we
go ahead.
we did get something similar to this with that collab with
Social status.
Social status. Yeah. And then those kind of sad. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
overall, we did get these, but just not this colorway.
Not
So I mean, at least Nike.
Got you.
Gave you a little bit of ooh, you know
Yes,
what I
sir,
mean?
yes,
So,
sir,
but
yeah.
I mean, overall, this is definitely a clean shoe, definitely classic, and Nike definitely bring it back. For my man, you've been bringing back they bring back the Charles Barkley. You know those Barkley that's like black, white, and purple, and then they got those orange, white, and gray.
The CB34.
The CB34. They retro them every 3 to 4
Every
years,
3 to 4
and they always shit.
And we
it's like
still
we still
haven't
can't
seen
get
this.
these. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it never fails. So
We
they
got
gon-
the Atlantic Blues.
Yep.
We got those 3 times already.
Yeah, and those up tempos, the ones they came out. They like white. They got the Bulls colorway. Then you got the Lakers colorway. They recently came out with a
Oh
black,
my
white,
God.
and royal blue colorway.
We
They
recently
retro-
just got them this summer.
again.
Yeah, again.
After 3-4 years,
Yeah.
but they keep retro on those with stuff like this, man. But hopefully they retro these, so my man can get a pair. But it's a shoe that I always wanted Nike to retro. They probably will never touch these. It's called the Nike Air Bohemians.
Bohemian, what?
You remember Bohemians?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bro.
When I was in
Bro.
6th, 7th grade, that everybody
That's
had that
OG
shoe,
style
and I
right
always
there.
wanted those shoes, but I was poor, I couldn't afford them.
Okay,
So I was hoping that they retroed them, man. The Nike Air Bohemians. Hopefully, Nike retro those. I'm gonna get 2 or 3
Hopefully,
pairs.
hopefully. That's another one. The Nike Air Baja.
Okay.
It was
okay.
it was like Dennis Rodman wore them like
once. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Oh no, those was fire. The LWP Go.
Yep, those.
You know
That's a nice one. That's a nice one.
That's a nice one. Even though Tim Hardaway, Ryan Harper, BJ Armstrong, they all wore those in the Chicago color.
Yes.
But also Penny wore them as well.
Facts.
So I definitely want those back on the shelves. And hopefully they do another rendition of an OG Air Up.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
Those
we got
classic,
we got the leather and the pleather. Like,
yeah. We did get the leather versions of those. Yeah.
We gotta hopefully they come with the new buck or the suede, man. I love to have that. Even though I had to spend a pretty penny for a PE version of that, and they got lucky in the auction. So this is what we've been campaigning for the last 2 months. I remember I don't think you saw this. I did a prank. I did a April Fool's prank to where I posted this and said it was coming back, 2006, and it went
Crazy.
For
April Fool's?
Over 10,000 likes.
Oh wow.
5,000 comments.
Wow.
And everybody cussing me out because they thought it was real, and I'm
that's
just
nice
like,
engagement right
yo,
there. That's
I
what's
know,
up.
right? So I'm just like, yo. since everybody really wanted back, let's just start doing a campaign. So ever since me and Team Penny had just really just been pushing as far as like our posts, stories,
Yes.
tagging each other, tagging
Yes.
Nike,
Okay.
tagging Nike basketball. It's been a hell of a run so far going into 2026. So I'm ready. But
I got two questions.
Yeah.
So when they do retro these, what's the next shoe that's on your list that needs to be retro?
the LWP.
LWP.
Go,
Okay.
yeah,
All
yeah,
right. Cool.
yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Now they put the Penny 3 samples of Orlando.
Yeah.
They put those in the outlets, so we didn't even see neither sizes. But we got the black and with the black and blue.
Yeah.
That was cool, but still, like, it came and went. It was a quick strike.
Yeah.
Whoever wanted it, they got it. But still, like, we need that Penny 3 Orlando and finish off the Soul Collector pack.
Oh yeah. That's
Give us,
yeah.
give us the Penny 3. Give us the phone posit. You know,
yeah.
They already gave us the Zoom Ricky and the Penny 2.
Yeah, they did.
Give us the other 3, man. I love it. They finished that pack off, and be crazy.
Oh yeah, that'd definitely be nice. I think eventually we'll get it. Hopefully we'll be living by the time we.
I know, right?
They just drop it randomly. But also my last question was, I see you got the 112 joints on, man.
Yeah.
You gotta let me know ballpark how much.
That's my guy. Oh my God. Actually, this was gifted to me.
Oh, for real?
On release day.
By him?
Yeah. And my boxes, signed by him, everything. So I was DJing a wedding. He's like, soon you get done with this wedding, I got something for you. Just
nice.
come down to 21 and Mercer. They'll be ready for you. So I end up getting the box signed and gotten this hat.
Oh, nice. Well,
You know what I'm
RP
saying?
on Clark Kent.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
man. My brother, I miss him. I know the culture missing Z, man, and it just fortunate, man. He passed away, man, last year, and I wanted to, give a tribute to him by wearing this thing, because I knew nobody was gonna wear these.
Oh,
or any other 112.
People sleep on the 112 colorway. They need the retro. Only LeBron played with it once. That's it. And no one else really played with that 112 colorway.
PJ Tucker, he shot in a shoot around in the LeBron 8. So he didn't play the game with him, but at the same time, like, those are the only two people that actually wore them. I just really think the culture are giving an opportunity for all these collabs, all these stores and stuff like that to have, and and that's cool. But I think it's kind of oversaturated when you're using the same numbers, same of the Jordans. And won't you dabble into some of these Nikes, these vintage Nikes or stuff that we were looking for?
Well, I mean, unfortunately, the only way to make the game better is if, I hate to say it, but if they limit these shoes like they used to, then game gets hard again. But, since there's a lot of pairs out there, and also the economy, but like on top of it, if they just limit the pairs, then it'll make the game like a little bit more hungry. But at the end of the day, I don't like it. I like it when they give us shoes, because shoes are supposed to sit, honestly. So I don't, I love the fact that I can go in the store and get my shoes way under retail, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, even though the game, even retail or below, So even though the game is dead, I personally appreciate it because that's how it's supposed to be. When 2012, in the 2010s, when the game started going crazy, I hated paying resale. So it is what it is, and I also became an honorary reseller. What I mean? I had to do my thing, but overall, I mean that's how that's how they'll get the game back, is if they start limiting shoes, making them limited, and then it'll just drive up the hype.
All right, I got one more question. What is your holy grail of all time that you would like to have or you already own?
I will go. I give you two. One is the LeBron 7, University of Kentucky. Yeah.
Chicago, and my name is Al. And today we're talking a little bit more about my collection and some of the shoes that I have. I have such a huge collection that I've collected for over 30 years, starting in the mid-90s. And you know, it's something that I was very passionate about and always been passionate about, you know, the Jordan brand, the Nike brand, and something that I passed on to my son. He might come back, he's wandering around, but we might see him in a few minutes. So he's now 19, will be 20 at the end of the month, and you know, for 20 years I've been clothing him in Jordan and buying him Jordans, and then now he's with me here at the sneaker con. So this is something really cool that we get to do together, father-son, and like I said, I'm passing something down to him that was very, very close to me, that my hobby that I like to do. So we're here, you know, looking at some of my shoes. I only brought a few. I've collected, like I said, I've got a collection of over 500 pairs at home. It's just too many to carry. It's just too many to show. But I just brought just a small little sample just to see if people would be interested. And obviously, I get people asking questions, and you know. So we've got the Retro Penny 1 here. One of my favorite shoes from the Nike from back in the 90s when Penny Hardaway was playing. And this shoe, I remember I had it in the white with the blue swoosh and the blue swoosh on the bottom like that, and it was a very comfortable shoe, great shoe. And I just ended up buying a couple of retros, and you know, just because I really like the shoe, you know, it's been in my collection for all this time, and you know, I brought it out just to show the people what I have. Next, I have a Retro 8 Chrome, great shoe that I got when they retroed it back in the early 2000s. I've had a lot of people come in and ask about it today. It's a really cool shoe. It's a shoe that Michael wore when the season when the Bulls won. I believe this was the third championship. So this is a you know, highly collectible, highly sought after shoe that people really like. Next, we're gonna go to. I brought a Air Jordan Retro 2 Chrome. This has been in my collection for a long time as well, from the early 2000s. I've had a lot of people come in and ask about this shoe today as well. I was just giving my son some information that I know that I, you know, remember from learning about the Jordans and studying the Jordans, because I would study the Jordans as well. So I remember, and I just told him something that he didn't know. So the ones are the ones, obviously. But when Nike made the twos, the first twos, I believe they were made in Italy. A lot of people don't know that. So, you know, it's just some knowledge that I just passed on to my son right now. I said, you know, the two, here's a little fact about the two. And, you know, he just learned that today. Next we have the Retro 11 Red. Now this is probably, I'm going to say, one of my favorites. My favorite colorway, Chicago Bulls colorway. I always do it with the red, the white, and the black. These were worn by Jordan when he came back into the league. And this is when they won their fourth championship, I believe. So this is one of my favorite shoes. I've had this shoe for a long time, and I believe this is a 2001 retro, and it's in very great condition. I was just telling my son how I pulled it out and I looked in the box. I'm like, I expected it kind of be yellow. There's no yellow. This is crisp, clean, like it just came out of the store, you know, today. So one of my favorite shoes from my collection. Next we have a Raptor 7. This was a shoe that was retroed back in the early 2000s as well, with this colorway. Great looking shoe. This was, I believe, when the Bulls won their second championship. Michael was wearing a version of this shoe, different colorways for that season. And then I've got one back here I didn't show, but again, the Retro 11 is my favorite shoe. Now this was the Space Jam. This was when Michael Jordan did the movie Space Jam, and this is the shoe that was worn for that. This is a retro from the early 2000s that I really, really love. So again, the 11s is probably the one that I love the most, Retro 11. The regular 11s, the Retro 11s. I have original 11s, but they're worn. I don't pull those out. I just, you know, it's just what I have in my collection. Again, thank you so much today. I mean, we were looking for my son to get some feedback from him, but he's out there selling shoes. But thanks again, and maybe we'll catch you on the next one.
Ever Since Show. We're back. Team Penny, what's up? We're actually at the end or towards the end of SneakerCon Chicago. Back with my main man.
Me and My Kicks, man.
My
Follow me
Kicks.
follow me on all forms of social media at Me and My Kicks.
Yeah, we got to chop it up a little earlier, man, and it's been a crazy day. But hey, we made it happen, man. So I want to get your opinions of what today's events compared to the other SneakerCon Chicago's.
I would say it's definitely more dead than I've seen recent SneakerCons
And we
before.
100% honest too.
Yes,
you
yeah,
know?
oh yeah.
it is,
I
it
mean,
is, yeah.
I mean, I've been going to SneakerCons for years. My first one I went to was like in 2017, 2018, and like it'd be so packed, like you can't even walk in there. You like standing room only type joint. You got to be bumping. But this one, like you could chill. Like I could, like you can like one thing is like when I used to go to these events, it's like they got like 4 or 5 parking lots. Like the first one used to be always filled, the second one always filled. You got to go all the way in the back and walk to the event. Today I was able to park in parking lot 1 and just go straight up to the event. Like it's very like not that many people here today. And like since I've been here since 2017, I've been seeing like resellers and people who got their own stores. Twin Souls, who out in Dallas, they good people. When I spoke with dude, I was like, man, it's dead here today, right? He was like, yeah, man, it's super dead, man. But it's the culture currently, and it is what it is. But overall, man, it is. Like it's dead. Like I wanted to bring my kid here, but like sometimes in these events when it's so packed, you can't really have a little kid walking around amongst the grown-ups.
Yeah,
but today I could have brought my kid. We could have been chilling. We could have been like playing catch.
That's how wide the
Wide
space
open.
is. Yeah. So also it's more about the money.
Oh, yeah.
nowadays.
Oh,
So
yeah.
You got a lot of resellers. You got a lot of people that's in the pits, around the pits. You know what I'm saying? Clothes on, vintage clothes. I love the fact that one thing that I love that they allow the vintage sellers to come. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And into the space and this
Yes,
culture as
yes,
well.
yes.
So like that's a good, good thing that we're inviting a lot of the retro community, vintage community, and that's a great thing. That's a great thing. Of course, you're gonna have your YouTubers, people that just blogging and stuff like that. That's cool. It's good to see. But this time, man, you normally see the basketball courts out. Looks like it's gonna be the 1v1s instead of whole celebrity games. What do you think about that?
Oh yeah, man! They're only doing like a half court shot contest thing today, which is crazy because like in 2017, 2018, like all the famous YouTubers, they would like do a 5-on-5 game and like people would be watching it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
watching,
Like
yeah.
it'd be that many people here, but now 2025, it ain't that.
It ain't that
no more, man. Like I'm super. I mean, and one reason they have it out here in Schaumburg is because there's so many people. You can't really have it in the city. With this amount, you could have did this downtown.
Oh, yeah,
you could have
you
definitely did,
definitely would,
or
yeah.
like in a closer suburb, and it would have probably saved more money, and it would have been closer for people to go. So
Oh, that's what's up, man. What is your favorite sneaker right now?
Right now, that's a hard one.
Put you on the spot, but still, go shoot for the stars.
I would go the. They just came out recently, actually. The Air Force One Kobe's that just came out today. Yeah. Now, what's crazy is like I had like 5 or 6 people trap for me on sneakers, and all of them hit. So I'm like, damn, they sat like that. So obviously they canceled their orders, but I got mine. So they're gonna come in. But those Kobe's with the with his face on the side, those came out back in 05, and I was broke. I couldn't afford those. But they came out 07. I was broke. But now I got the money to buy them now. But that's definitely, I would say that's the top 10 for me because that colorway on the shoe, that tan with that baby blue, you can't beat it, man. You can't beat it.
Yo, Nike has been dropping some crazy stuff, especially outside of the Jordan brand.
Yes.
I think it's going to be towards the end. It's going to be the more OGs effect that's turning the sneaker culture upside down. We got the Gammas coming.
Yeah.
Taxis coming.
Yeah. I think Taxi's gonna sit.
You think Taxis
I
gonna
think they're gonna sit. I think they're gonna sit because it's another shoe that's coming out. It's coming. It's like that shoe comes out, then it's another Jordan. I think they're coming out around the same time.
Oh my goodness! Oh, then you got the City Packs coming out for the Jordan 11. So.
I've seen a few City Pack 11s out there. They're pretty nice though. Like that. It's a tan and baby blue one. I think.
That's I think that all white one with the colorful insole.
Yeah, that one. That's
yeah,
Atlanta. Yeah, and then
that's fire too.
Yeah, but overall, that's gonna be nice. But for $225, probably $250 retail, y'all can keep them. Y'all can keep them, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, go ahead. Hopefully, people don't buy them, and then I can just get them later on. But
outside of Nike, what do you think about the New Balance collabs with also Action Bronson, Westside? Westside Gun.
Their collabs are okay. Like, I haven't really liked it. Actually, they did a collab with Kith.
Yeah, they did.
The
New York Knicks. Yeah.
That one was cold, bro.
I wish they would have incorporated the New York Knicks jersey in it.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of just a normal N, you know.
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, like that cream pair. That's cold. Hopefully, I can get those, man. Like, now those collabs I like, and then also. Amy Lee Dior, something ALD or whatever. They did a collab with New Balance, and they did it as a pre-order. They like green and yellow.
I've seen those.
Yeah, like I did the pre-order. Like I pre-ordered them in like January, and they came to me in September. So I got those. That's a great collab. They also match my my high school colors. Then what's another? The Aged Well. JFGs, that's a good collab. But yeah, I mean, me, I definitely collect outside of Jordan and Nike. But so I definitely pay respect to anything that's cold. But it's definitely a nice amount of Nike New Balance.
Also, let's go back to the complex list, man. Like, we did see pretty much all the top 10s are all word collab.
Okay.
What do you think about some that touch grounds, like the Marble collab with Kith and Exits, you know?
Oh, you talking about the Marvel?
Yeah.
I thought that pack was okay. I didn't really like the colors on it. Like, if the colors worked better, I think the Wolverine one was nice and the Beast one was nice, but everything else, it was just okay. Like, I wasn't a big fan of that pack.
They did the villains as well.
Yeah.
Then we got upcoming. They're doing their version of Marvel Fantastic Four. What do you think about that?
I'm not a big fan of Bapesters, but like I do remember when it came out back in the day, like 05, 07. So just to bring them back out, I know people want them, so hey, there's more pairs for them. I don't need them, but more pairs for them. But overall, it's definitely a nice collab.
Yeah. The recap. What do you grade or score today's event?
So
from 1 to 10.
I'm gonna go 1 to 5. I'm gonna get it
1 to 5.
I'm gonna give it a 1.
Give it a 1.
Yeah. I mean, this is definitely one material. Like,
give it a 1. You know what? I would like to say it's a solid 2.5.
You basically gave it a 1.5. Right? You basically did.
No. It has because it has its perks, but at the same time, this one is more reseller. It's kind of the resellers than more anything. I'm pretty sure, but seeing some of the OGs, seeing some people that you actually see on TV or the screen, it makes it better. You know what I'm saying? But the outcome, it makes it better. The ambiance is really crazy because it's still sneaker culture, but it's just more of this reselling than anything.
I 100%. Like SneakerCon is like more than sneakers. It's the people you meet, the connections you make, the network and stuff like that. That's one thing that's what gave it that 1. You know what I mean? Just to be able to kick it with you, kick with a few people like Brad Torp, CJC in there. Trying to rebuild what he got going on. Just stuff like that is great. But like I never really buy shoes at these events because the resale is just way too high, and you can get them cheaper for somewhere else. Then on top of that, it's just like. Go Dodgers! Yeah. Then overall, man, it's just it's just here. I'm just here for the ambiance, But and then also, to your point, you get to see some independent designers like have their own thing. Like it's this booth, they got like some jewelry. Like you can get like a ring or a bracelet, get it etched and made. I'm gonna go ahead and get like a little bracelet for my fiance. Just talk about my engagement. But you can't find that anywhere else. You know what I mean? Just stuff like that. So just supporting the things like that. So I mean, hopefully, the culture gets better. Hopefully, SneakerCon does more because they do need to do more overall. Like in order to make this a little bit better because they just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, and eventually it was gonna get dry. And this is what you see.
That's our honest opinion, man. I mean. Hopefully y'all have your own opinions, but shout out to everybody that, you know, came out to Chicago. Thank y'all again for hosting another dope event, but still, like, we do have our own opinions. We're coming from a different cloth, different generations, but like I said earlier today, it changes daily. You know what I'm saying? And some people respect it, some people don't respect it, some people just don't even care at all. But it's always good to see. Again, I was seeing some of the resellers that's been in the game so I seen my man Rico. Seeing him again, I get to interview JC. It's still like he still has that passion. He don't want to leave.
The fact that what happened to him, I'd have been out the game. I'd have been out the game, dog.
And he was just what's so 100% authentic and honest, man. And you couldn't ask for no better other guy to even just to be in the presence in a building like this. You know what I'm saying, where things are just going way left field. You know, but yo. Everybody, man, thank y'all, Chicago, for having me again. Again, I couldn't do my my podcast live or anything, so I did a lot of. Hope y'all like the B-roll. Hope y'all like some of the people I got to interview, especially people that I've known and grown and built relationships with, man. And, it's part of the culture. We are from a different culture, so that comes with the territory where we see. Things that we're just not accustomed of, but still we stand true to our art form, So other than that, man, everyone, please, peace and love, man. Until next time, we probably see you in another city or another time I'm doing a podcast and get booked for SneakerCon. All right, everyone, peace out again.
Me and My Kicks. Follow me on all forms of social media at Me and My Kicks.
All right, and the slogan?
And if you aren't subscribed to the channel,
and what are you doing?
There we go. Second time. Hey, what are you doing, man? Hit that subscribe button. Takes nothing but a couple seconds, and you'll be notified when I drop future videos.
Yes, sir. All right, peace.